Great play call, great pass, great reception. That play had it all.
Yeah. Yeah. Hold up, it ain't easy breaking away or being a great. They slamming the door, I'm jumping the gate. Cause a starving stomach like being punched in the face. And an instrumental was the last time that I ate. Food from all of the base. My ace boom going, big son told me about the game. 20 years later, know my name. King, crown me, lounge in the back of the spot. Pay homage to an underground peasant, climb to the top. Funny style on elevators could never fade us. I peep data stain anytime they congratulate us. Goggles is worn and bottles is popping. I'm Deion Sanders on haters, this ice bucket dropping over their head with it. Extra the cred with it. You either fight or flight, I ain't one for the ledge living. I do it for the one that died but fed millions. With soul food flowed and stocked my bare kitchen. I'm liberated. I drew a play that they ain't illustrated. I make a move, they gladly imitate it. I ain't flattered, I'm a dragon to your paper castle. The Alpha and Omega, promise it ain't nothing after. A new beginning. My catalog like James Earl Jones, the ever living. Imagine if I did make beats that's more for killing. Imagine if you come from the sci-fi my city. You probably wouldn't make it, oh yeah, really. I go extra to be great. I go extra for the fam, I go extra for the cake. I got extras on the plate. I go extra every day, I got extras on the way. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. Ain't no mileage of $4 configure the road I travel. Don't gravel, that probably baffle it. Label scribble on paper, they wanna shackle it. I own my masters and royalties.
From a city that has hosted 10 Super Bowls, here's a look inside the Caesars Superdome in New Orleans. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Green Bay Packers and the New Orleans Saints. Two clubs here, each looking to rebound from a Week 1 loss as we're underway on EA Sports. Mecole Hardman to return it from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Going to run again here with Pollard. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They go backwards there 2 yards, and second and 1 is now 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Trying to run for it with Pollard. And some room to maneuver. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He'll get 15 and the Saints first down. 3rd and short, so didn't need much, but got a little.
To me, that was offensive line with leverage, good blocking angles, taking on a stacked defensive front. And once they chopped that little hole in the beginning, he took it and rambled.
And just the 3rd play from scrimmage, wanted to avoid the 3 and out and did just that. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. They'll run left with Pollard. He's got it to the 43 here. The Saints had 0-1 of the year following the loss in the opener. And listen, they knew last week they were in for a tough fight on the road. But now here's the home opener and a chance to get things right.
And I like the way that you presented that, because the bottom line is they didn't come out of that loss discouraged. They just came home and said, hey, if we do what we're supposed to do, protect our home turf, we'll be just fine.
52 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Faking the give. Now Watson. Swinging this out for Pollard. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 24-yard line.
Jet sweep. Here's Watson. A little second effort there on the strong run. And then dropped just inside of the 20. It's a 6-yard run. Leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with 3rd down coming up. To throw is Watson. Toward the sideline. He will have the 1st down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet in bounds. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. Second and 13. Now a shotgun handoff. Now a loose football. The ball comes out.
Let's face it, everybody at the start of a game has a mental image of how they expect it to go, and I think that was going exactly as they scripted it offensively. Moving the ball well, seemingly in control, and that fumble, that's got to be a little bit deflating, don't you think?
Yeah, foiled the whole plan there and turned the ball over. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And here's another tackle made at the line. So conversion right back in the line. Officially nothing on that one game. So they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down.
As usual, hallmark of a good run defense. Linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. Catch is made by Hardman. And they work this right upfield across the 45. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
That's good for the Saints.
We're scoreless after 1. On 1st down, it's Watson. Locates Hardman for another catch. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Packers' 46-yard line.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On 1st and 10, Watson. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that is incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Over the middle, it's complete. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
That's good for another Saints.
From the red zone now, Watson. And Watson has enough for the 1st down yardage as he slides to the turf. That one goes for 13 yards and it moves the sticks. Here we go now on 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
Now a handoff up the middle. Bridges. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Saints post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Extra point splits the offense. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. They'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a 1st down. Throwing now is Lance. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jaquan Brisker. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the 1st half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Christian Watson. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Saints are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And it'll make the score 14-0. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football, and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
Lance and company going on 4th down. And he fires one that's intercepted. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily. I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
That's good.
Watson off play action. Forced out to his left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary. All of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Mecole Hardman, 30 yards. And the Saints have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. After running down the middle, it's now 21-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. They fake the handoff. Now Lance. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And he's into the end zone. A fumble return and a Saint touchdown. Now the try here for the point after. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0. He'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. And Walker once more. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down movement. They'll leave 5 on this play to move the sticks. To throw, it's Lance. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he is going to have the Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Walker now on 1st and 10. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. sticking with Walker on second down. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop it behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. Play action, now it's Lance. Throw left side complete. That's Walker. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. And they'll go for it. Lance. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off, and the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. Now a first down. Touchdown, Saints. So that pretty conclusively, I might add, shows you the perils of going for it and not making it on fourth down. One play, touchdown.
Yeah, I've got to put this on the man in charge, the head coach. He made the decision to go for it. To me, punting was the only decision to make, and it backfired on him in a big way.
So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. Not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with only 9 seconds remaining, with not much time, we'll see how they play this. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. So it's halftime here in New Orleans with the Saints out in front. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback.
Here we go. Here we go.
Third quarter begins with a run by Walker. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Lance going to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
The interception was dropped. They would have been their third of the game. I guarantee you, in the hole, on the bench, all the defensive guys have been talking about is, we got this guy right where we want him. Who's going to get the next one? It almost becomes a challenge, and they missed a golden opportunity.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They'll run for it. It's Walker. And he's got some space here. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Not often do fourth down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. First down. Here's Lance. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And this is caught. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 43 yards. Now Lance. Touchdown, Packers. A great effort there. There to make the grab. And the Packers are able to at least get one score back. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28.
Packers 7.
So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 20.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Well, the first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. Been an easy day for him.
On first down, Watson. Buying time to his left. That's caught left side by Hardman. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Things looking much rosier for him here in week 2. They work with the lead as they've got it first and 10. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. Ball at the 6 here as they work with a second and 2. They'll keep it on the ground. Bridges. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Give him 2 yards. That sets him up first and goal.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
Now a give, right side. Bridges. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A great play there. His first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Saints have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Now the try here for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time.
Well, Lance throws the interception, his third. Picked up by Jaquan Brisker. And the Saints are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up first and 10 at their own 37. After the interception, here's Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a third and short, 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a gain of 4 there that gives him a new set of downs.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And some room to run now. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. They'll keep it on the ground. Bridges. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On second down, Bridges. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a third and about 5.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
Oh, a nifty juke there. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there. His third touchdown of the season, all coming in this game. And the Saints will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team moves it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out. The Packers on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Up the middle they go. Dupree. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Desperation time here. Lance. It's complete to Diggs. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they'll get the conversion on a gain of 14. Here's Lance to throw it. Going deep for Diggs. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 55 yards. On play action, Lance. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Jacoby Myers there to make the grab. And the Packers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Point after, right down the middle, as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do.
And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. Touchdown. This offense certainly looking a lot more comfortable here at home. They lost last week in the opener on the road, but there's something about that home opener makes you feel more settled.
Yeah, I wish we could quantify it, too, because you're playing the same game. The field's the same, size. We know who you get, but being at home, sometimes when you do things well, you get that extra push from your home fans, and it elevates your game.
And in the driver's seat right now. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Lance now on first down. They're going back to the same well. It's Hockenson again. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Dupree, and he'll work this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now whistles here, flag down. I think one of the Packer linemen was moving. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Lance now to throw. And it's a Packers touchdown. A great play there. 34 yards. And the Packers are able to claw one back. Extra point splits the uprights as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the fourth quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted. So they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
Well, up big here in the fourth quarter, up really big. That passing incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points. But they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Here comes the Saints punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. This will be fielded at the 17. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. But we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Their opponent was playing a partner. They do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And now, defensively, they're going to run their first timeout. We're going to get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. Gets this one to Juszczyk. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer 1st down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
Ready.
On 1st down, Lance. Then his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road and help seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
And Watson's going to throw it here. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Watson. Catch is made by Hardman. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
That's good for the Saints.
Faking the give. Now Watson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions.
And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown. And the blowout continues. Point after here coming up. Now, this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to... And now here's another interception. Picked up by Jair Alexander. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And not much defensive resistance on that drive. And really, Charles, the way this offense has been humming, they haven't faced much defensive resistance the entire game.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that one team, their defense did not wake up and make it to the stadium for this one. There may be some major changes on that side of the ball when we see them the next time out.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
Here we go.
Here's Walker to start the drive. Puts it on the carpet. It's out. And this is picked up by the Saints. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the 4th. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help him improve.
A big play that time on the catch and run. 33 yards.
That's good for the Saints.
On 1st down, Bridges. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
I don't know about you, Brandon, but I often think to myself, in these situations, I want a back who can create his own space, who can break tackles, and in a sense, become his own blocker. We don't have that guy in the game right now.
Gets it to Hardman, a jet sweep, and he is going to lose yardage here. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Well, let's face it, not a lot left for them to prove in this game, but they're still throwing the football. I guess, of course, CD, you can always get the backup some work. There's new plays to try out. But some people, let's face it, they just want to run the score up. It's fun.
I love the way that you express that because you gave plenty of reasons why people like to do things. But ultimately, they just like to keep their foot on the gas, and they just want to tromp on teams. And what I like to see is, if you like to do that, how do you handle it when it comes back against you? On those days where someone can run it up on you, do you handle it the way that you expect your opponent to? If so, keep doing your thing.
So this one, a victory here for New Orleans. I tell you what, I can't remember a defensive performance as good as this one. They seemingly forced turnover after turnover every time you turned around.
Yeah, you can just keep going with it, can't you? After turnover, after turnover. As this game unfolded, they were doing all the dictating, right? They told the offense exactly how it was going to go down today. So you saw them deflate with every series, didn't you? Every time they ran onto the field, it was slower and slower to get to the football because they just felt like